aftermath of the WWE Elimination Chamber. Um, I don't feel like I was being so screwed over as the Royal Rumble. So I think it's a good thing. Um, but I think if it was it just me, or was the beginning actually very slow? It looked like um I don't know, especially um, the kickoff match. It really didn't mean anything to me. There was just two guys thrown together. Apparently, they've been fighting in the locker room, but I didn't even heard anything of it. There was no uh, recommendation or news on it. So that I found actually funny, to be quite honest. So yeah, so that's kind of funny. Um, I think the chamber was okay. I was a little bit disappointed in the new chamber. Where you had normal, actually, the steel. They put mats, and now I understand they are looking out for the health being of their wrestlers, but the metal, that's what we were looking for. The hardcore of of the, but I can understand why they maybe have done it, and that is because if you now go back to last year WrestleMania, I know there was not any um, there was actually no chamber before WrestleMania. However, what we may not forget is there were so many injuries, and Seth Rollins is now maybe injured. We still don't know what is actually going on, how long he will be out. To be between you and me, actually, with coming on Seth Rollins, if I'm being honest, I think it's all work. But that's just me. I'm starting slowly. And why do I think that? Is because um, normally if they're really injured, and those guys you see often they give an update, with grocery things, with doctors, if they need surgery. Well, they didn't need that with Seth Rollins, I guess. Surgery, you didn't see none, just a little plaster on it. And then I had something, yeah. He didn't say anything, he didn't mention anything, he was out of the picture. And then I really have something, yeah, well, whatever. But anyway, going back to the chamber, because that is the most important that we're here for, I guess. Um, I think it was actually, for what I was suspecting, it was an okay pay-per-view. The problem I had, we just had the Royal Rumble, as I said to you before, and it was a little bit like, yeah, it's 2 weeks ago. And now I'm sitting here talking about the Elimination Chamber. In 3 weeks' time, I'll be sitting here talking about Fastlane. It is getting a little bit sometimes too much. Well, that's what I think, at least. I don't know about you guys, but it is getting a little bit like, yeah. So, anyway, we got a new WWE World Champion. Let's start with that. Bray Wyatt, as suspected, came out as the WWE Champion. Randy Orton came out and say, hey, I'm here to challenge you. Face me at WrestleMania. The funny part is, when I switched just after the WWE Network to go live to you guys, I catch something. And that was that Daniel Bryan said, well, maybe there's going to be championship matches, so it's not certain yet. But let's be honest, we all know Bray Wyatt is going to fight Randy Orton. We do know that because, let's be honest, it's perfect. We don't want to see for the 10,000th time Randy Orton versus John Cena. We've seen that. AJ Styles is rumored to go in a match with, what is it called? I can't get on his name now anymore. Shane McMahon. There was. Sorry about that, guys. You know, you're getting on an age and you start forgetting names, for that matter. What I see also is happening now is Dean Ambrose is going in a program maybe with Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. You saw also on the background that Maurice got thrown power by Nikki Bella on an accident, but that will release out, and that will come in that mixed tag team match. John Cena and Nikki Bella going into a program with The Miz and Maurice, and then probably on the end of the match, Nikki Bella retires and John Cena proposes her. That is the story for WrestleMania. Now, slowly, WrestleMania are starting slowly to fall on its place. And that's why I think Bray Wyatt is going to fight Randy Orton. And that's going to stick like that. We've got a new WWE champion. And, actually, I was suspecting it for several reasons that he was going to win it. It was due to John Cena never had a big victory over when he became the 16th-time champion. Well, I found actually strange. He even the odds with Ric Flair, the most championship chips in the WWE in the whole history, he equaled to it. But I guess they're just going to wait till he's number 17, so John Cena bears that alone. And trust me, that was going to happen. Trust me. John Cena also announced that to Sky Television today on an interview, I'm far from retiring. That means he's going for the 17th title. We all know that. We got also a new WWE Women's SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi. Great match for the women. Absolutely, I was really impressed by this match. It was not the best match, it was not the match of the night. I will get back that on later. What I thought the match was of tonight. It was for women's wrestling a good match to watch. It was interesting. It was going all good. Alexa Bliss came off as the cocky one, the arrogant bitch. What she come over, and she does that so bloody well. So I think that is also perfectly done again on that matter. By the way, if you're watching this episode and you have your opinion, please let me know. I'm always here to go against your opinions. If you think it was crap, just say it like that, because, it's fair. Then we had also the match of the night I thought was best done. Was Randy Orton defeated Luke Harper. And I was actually saying this. When this match started, I was thinking to myself, Randy Orton is such a good, what is it called, already a legacy. He is doing it phenomenal. But really, did he really have top matches? Yeah, Kurt Angle maybe, but never before. And I think tonight he proved me different. So I directly want to restate that. It was a great match. I don't think it's one of his best matches, but it was a very good match. I really liked it. Yeah. I'm going now to I thought about the next match. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a typical SmackDown match. Just on television, just on a pay-per-view. I didn't suspect much, but hey, it kept me entertained. The WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship Tag Team Turmoil match. Now let's go a little bit who got eliminated by who, all right? Rhino and Heath Slater start off against Breezango. Rhino and Heath Slater defeated Breezango. Next came out the Vaudevillains. Rhino and Heath Slater also defeated them. By the way, Rhino and Heath Slater were the longest in this tag team match. 3 matches, well done. Then the Usos came out, they defeated them. Rhino and Heath Slater to go further. Then American Alpha defeated the Usos. And the Usos got really pissed off with them. They actually smashed them down in the ring. They were out cold, and you know the ascension was coming. And actually, because they were laying cold, you could actually figure out, hey, American Alpha is going to retain here. You know how it goes. You know the heel team. They're not so smart. They are going to lose this. And I actually had good hopes for the ascension, but again, I predicted very well. American Alpha is going to retain. And what I've heard of, they're going in the program with the Usos for WrestleMania. That's what I heard. So, that's probably because they got beaten up. You know how these Usos are. Okay. Then Apollo Crews and Kalisto. Kalisto got in the start of the match, beaten up by Dolph Ziggler. I thought, well, he's going on the heel way to win this match, and it started really to look like he started beating up Apollo Crews, but then Kalisto came back, they went in the match, and they beat Dolph Ziggler. Guys, if I'm being honest, with all due respect, with the nice smiles of Apollo Crews and Kalisto, the copycat of Rey Mysterio. I don't know. I was actually suspecting Dolph Ziggler would go over, to establish him as a good heel. This doesn't make sense. They're not a tag team. They're nothing. They're not going into major matches. Maybe they make it to the Andre Andre Memorial Battle Royale on WrestleMania, but that's it. They're not going to championship matches. They have nothing to gain from this. You just actually, or that they're trying now to go book that because he went heel to totally book him on, I don't know, a losing streak. We've seen it before with, what was his again, MVP. Can you remember with that losing streak? That is what I can only suspect now from Dolph Ziggler. So be prepared, if you're a Dolph Ziggler fan, he's probably going to lose a lot of matches. Then the opening match. I just don't get this. I really don't get this. And why? That's why I also suspect actually Mickie James to go. Mickie James has gone, since he come back, actually going to lose. He's just brought to lose. He lost against on NXT against I remember. Never mind. For NXT that match. Then she came to SmackDown. She lost the six women's tag team match. Now she's losing again against Becky Lynch. Is she? I don't know what the creative team was thinking, but is she just not respected? Or is the creative team forgetting who actually Mickie James is? So where does this leave Mickie James? Because now you only lost. You can't put in the program with Naomi for the tag team or for the Women's Championship. No, so that will be, I think, Alexia Bliss or something, or even Natalia, because she's free. So I really don't know where this is heading, guys. But yeah. And then the pre-show match. as I said to you, that was really a match size, something, whatever. You know, I was almost falling asleep under the match. I really had to go. I was even thinking about to get me a cup of coffee, and I don't even drink coffee. Can you imagine how boring that match was? I just don't get it. And it's nice, those pre-show matches. I know they have to sell because it comes on YouTube. They make a lot of commercial for the network. I get it. They put it there to make good commercials for the network, to sell the network. But please do something with a match that has some meaning. I mean, Kurt Hawkins never won a match. Mojo Riley, yeah, whatever. Also a half jobber, especially now his tag team partner is now injured. Yeah. I thought it was a really that was a letdown, the pre-show. And last time from Royal Rumble I actually enjoyed it, but this time it was, yeah, I don't know, a little bit of waste actually. Let's be honest about it. Yeah, so what we're going now here, we can see slowly the puzzle pieces, as I said before, for WrestleMania fall into place. Are there, or am I looking forward to WrestleMania? Well, that is a very good question, actually. He says, I think it will be a better WrestleMania than last year. Because last year was WrestleMania disasters. You know, 7 hours and with a very boring main event. It really didn't mean much. It was just crap like the crap of dawn, to be quite honest. But I don't think Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton will go on last. And that is actually a shame, because you win the Royal Rumble, then you said you go to the main event, WrestleMania. I can remember a few years ago. Can you remember that match that Sheamus won in 15 seconds against Daniel Bryan? You know, that was also, Sheamus was also the winner from the Royal Rumble. That was the opening match. How can that be then a main event? I'm just saying. So if you go to win and they're going to say you're going to main event, the Royal Rumble, suspect that WrestleMania kicks off with Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton. And that would be a shame, because, you know, I really like the entrance from Bray Wyatt. And I think he should put that really in the end of the match because of the light effects, you know, with the lantern and everything, you know. That is amazing. He really has a beautiful entrance. What I think is going to close the show down is actually Brock Lesnar against Goldberg. And actually, I was watching another YouTube show, and they said something, and that's actually true. What they said was, all the big matches are coming from Raw stars. There are a few matches from SmackDown, and that will be Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton and John Cena. You know, they're putting already. And, you know, I think, to be quite honest, we have the new, you know, CM Punk situation. And that is AJ Styles. He had such an amazing year since he debuted last year in the Royal Rumble. He became champion. He really put the company on his back till the Royal Rumble. John Cena had to get the 16th title, so we just put him for 2 weeks the title on his back, and then after 2 weeks we give him an Elimination Chamber with Bray Wyatt, because Randy Orton won Rumble. He has to go in the program with Bray Wyatt. For crying out loud, why did he even then put the title on John Cena? I think that is now actually screwing over, yes, I'm sorry I'm saying this, screwing over AJ Styles. And he has to go with on a wrestling match with Shane McMahon. Now, there's nothing to be negative about Shane McMahon. He did it bloody well against The Undertaker. But it was literally, The Undertaker was actually some sort of squash match. They were perfect for each other, because Randy because let's be honest, the run of the Undertaker is actually good more than done. You know, the high point was that Shane McMahon dove from the top of the Hell in a Cell, and that was it. It was not a bad match, but I thought to myself, really. And now we're going to get that again. I know that Shane McMahon knows how he will suffer his whole body to do something very spectacular what belongs to WrestleMania. But if I'm being honest, I think that AJ Styles belongs on a more bigger match, a marquee match. Put him in there with The Undertaker for that crying out loud. That's a marquee match. Yes, as I said before, The Undertaker is good and done. But The Undertaker has the mystique over him. He knows how to sell a match. He still knows how to bring it that way. So I would not mind to see AJ Styles against The Undertaker, for example. You know, that is more respectful for AJ Styles. And, you know, hasn't WWE learned from the CM Punk situation? You're doing it all over again now against to AJ Styles. And why? Because he was in TNA. But you were good enough to put a whole more half year the title on him, and trust me, he did a bloody good job. He made SmackDown for what it is today. But yeah, who am I? Well, I think I'll talk with more a little bit this on Thursday because we're going a little bit off target for the Elimination Chamber. We're here to talk about that, but guys, let's be honest about the matter. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Elimination Chamber, all right? All right. Well, I'm back a little bit later today. If you're living in the, you know, the European countries, otherwise tomorrow for the other countries. I'm back with the GGA show tonight. There will be on demand. I'm not going live. Sorry about that, guys. I still have to look in the topic, actually, what I'm going to talk to. I still don't know yet. Maybe something politics. I'm not sure yet. Then on Tuesday, I am here with, it's going to be a very busy week on GGA Live, okay? Live tube. Tuesday, I'm back with the pitch. We're going to talk about the Champions League, who's going to start up. On Wednesday, I'm back with the aftermath of. We're going to look back on the 2 days of the Champions League. We're going to talk about those 2 matches of 2 match days. What's going on, what was the highlights. You know, just like this, actually, but then with football. On Thursday, I'm back with the Royal of the Rumbling Wrestling. And yeah, then it's a little bit relaxing again. So I'll be quite a lot this week coming on YouTube. All right. And yeah. So I'm looking forward. I hope you enjoyed the chamber. Let me know what you think about WWE Elimination Chamber. Leave your comments into the comment box. If you like the video, please share it on social media. It really will help me out. Please also like this video. Tell your friends about GGA LiveTube. All right, I can really use some good subscribers. Tell your friends about it. Share it on social media. Share it. Send it to your boss. Send it to your lover. Send it to your mother, your sister, your brother, I don't know who. All right. Oh, and one more question. I got it in from somebody asking, why am I starting to wear sunglasses on my videos? All right. I will go a little bit quickly into that. And that's not because I want to become over arrogant, but in 2012, I got my eyes lasered because I really had a bad vision. But to get also a little bit good view, I need also some lighting. So I have a light standing there, but that shines directly into my eyes. And if you have your eyes lasered, now I don't know if there's any watching the show, if you know that situation, it really hurts the crap out of my eyes if I have that light standing directly on my eyes. So that's why I wear sunglasses. It's not to become arrogant or something, no. It's just to protect my own eyes. So I hope you, understand that, appreciate that, and then I'm not coming off an arrogant jerk, because I'm not. All right. Anyway, for the aftermath, I'm back on Wednesday. For Rumbling Wrestling, I'm back on Thursday. All right. So for the wrestling fans, I'm on Thursday, because the aftermath is going on Wednesday. Is about Champions League football. All right. I see you then, and otherwise I see you a little bit later with the GGA show. See ya. Bye.